20 of them, 24 of them for that price.
Right.
But we're going to jump back into seafood. Our QVC guests love those scallop shells we had on earlier, but this is really one of those tried and tested items that our guests have raved about for years. This is probably the second item I think we brought to QVC, maybe the third.
Yeah.
When Egg Harbor started, which was almost 7 years ago now, I believe.
It will be 7 years ago this December, 1 year older than our son.
Right, that's right. That's how you remember. I always wondered how you keep those dates in your head. So that's obviously one of the ways, but I won't ask you how long we were married. Just kidding.
He knows. He knows that.
Maybe 8 years, I think. No, 10. But anyhow, this is an incredible product. Like we had that scallop cake a few minutes ago in the show. These crab cakes are made from all jumbo lump crab meat. So while Brittany's getting her gloves on, just to show you, each one of them is going to come individually vacuum packaged, just like you see here. They're available on 4 easy payments of just $24.56. So Brittany, I'll let you take it over. Just jump right into why this is so special.
So everybody knows what a crab cake is, right? It's one of those common items. We see them in the grocery store. We make them. We see them on restaurant menus. So what makes Egg Harbor special? This is what makes it special. We use all jumbo lump crab meat when it comes to Egg Harbor's crab cake. And the process of which they're made is by hand. So what we do is we fold together some ingredients such as eggs, a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of Dijon mustard, some herbs, some seasonings, a little lemon, and then we use just a little bit of breadcrumbs to hold them together. And then at the very end, we fold in these giant lumps of jumbo lump crab meat. And what that does at the end, it eliminates as much breakage as we possibly can so that you're still receiving those big lumps throughout. But even if they shred a little bit in the folding process, it is still all jumbo lump crab meat. So it's that premium crab flavor that comes from jumbo lump crab meat that is sought after.
Right.
And then you are going to get them individually packaged and blast frozen just like this. I recommend that you cook these from frozen, unless you're pan sauteing them, and then there you can defrost them.
That easy.
But we make it very easy, and right, so you're already
I am. You know, I'm always,
right
we
there.
always, at the very end, we place these jumbo lumps on top because it's just a beautiful presentation. But I want you to also see when we split this open, this is not all filler that you're seeing here. This is all crab meat, right? It's all jumbo lump crab meat that's been folded throughout that cake. And it's just an incredible experience. Our guests love these because of just how much crab is in there.
It's so true. And they're so flavorful with the crab meat. This isn't one of those crab cakes that has a ton of filler in it and you're tasting those roasted red peppers, or green onions that are showing through. This is all crab meat. You want to take a bite there?
I did. I love these.
Little quality control here, making sure.
I know. I often have them bring one to my office just because I want to try them every week. They're so incredible. It's just such a great product, right? We have a couple of our little Castelli filet mignon sliders out here on a plate. This is a great way to have a surf and turf. We mentioned that a little earlier with the stuffed scallop shells, but grab one of those 2-ounce Castelli filet medallions to go with this 3-ounce beautiful Egg Harbor jumbo lump crab cake. And I mean, it is a dinner or a dessert or a lunch for kings and queens. It really is special. So
this crab cake has so much crab meat within it and throughout it that I like to use it as a base in some of my favorite recipes. One of them is stuffed mushrooms, and the other one is crab dip. So what I do is I take the crab cake and I defrost it just like that.
And that's just one cake.
That is
two?
That was two cakes.
2 cakes, okay.
Right there. That'll make a dip that will serve about 8 people.
Wow.
And then I go ahead and I add my creamy base. In this instance, this is just a little mixture of mayo and sour cream.
You want me to mix this up?
Yep, you can mix that.
Okay.
And then we'll do a little bit of cheese.
All right, what kind of cheese is that?
And that's just a little bit of Gruyere.
Oh, nice.
So you can use whatever you want, whatever your favorite crab dip is.
A little breadcrumb?
Just a tiny bit, and then just a little extra herbs. And then,
I know where we're going here. This is one of my favorite ways to eat this product. I mean, it's incredible as a cake, but Brittany often spoils me with this because she'll make it at home. She'll give me the little crackers, right? And then
this is one of those dips too that I feel like as long as you have the crab cake in your freezer, you probably have all the ingredients. It doesn't matter what kind of cheese you use. It doesn't matter if you use mayonnaise or sour cream or whatever that is. But you know we have a finished one.
We do.
Ready to go for you.
Yeah, grab those because it's going to be a little hot.
So this is that creamy crab dip
I'm going to keep eating this one while you're going through that. Because
I know you are.
So good.
So there we go. So this turned into that. But what I love about this crab dip is the fact that it is all crab meat. This is a crab cake that if you were to buy this in a grocery store, I don't think it would turn out as well because of all the filler in it. So there's so much jumbo lump crab meat that, again, you can use it as your base. Use the same exact mixture and stuff your mushrooms if you have people coming over. It's a great option for surf and turf. And then, of course, there are various cooking methods as well when it comes to the crab cake. You can't saute them like we are right now.
I just want to interrupt you for 1 second. These are getting very limited. So if you want to get these, only 450 to go around left of this beautiful 10 3-ounce, or 8 3-ounce, excuse me, jumbo lump crab cake.
And it doesn't surprise me just because it's such a wonderful staple, again, to have. But you always ask me how I make everything taste so good, and I hate to tell you this, but it's not me. It's the premium quality ingredients that I'm cooking with. And my air fryer in the middle of the week. Last night
we love the air fryer.
Last night was one of those nights where I cooked on a saute pan. We had halibut last night for dinner, and I made it on the saute pan.
I mean, look at that.
And he asked me, is this one of those meal delivery kits with the recipe? And I said, no.
Yeah, you had like the little pancetta on top and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it took 2 seconds.
Pretty awesome.
It was a little bit of the Tuscan herb butter.
I am definitely spoiled that way. But Brittany, she doesn't have a lot of time, just as she mentioned, because she is a working mom of 2, our beautiful kids. But she'll get home, and I'm just sitting there for 10 minutes at the counter talking to her while she whips up this beautiful gourmet meal. But it's because of the ingredients she always has prepared and ready to go in the freezer, like the crab cake, right? Or those Wagyu Kobe style burgers. She always has something in her mind that she knows she can be able to go to very quickly to make those beautiful dinners.
Well, it's funny you say that because I know meal prepping is a huge art right now. People on Sundays will prep for the entire week. What I do is I have Egg Harbor and Rastelli's frozen, individually packaged items available in my freezer that I know I could defrost in 30 minutes in a bowl of cold water or cook from frozen. The crab cake being one of those. So from frozen, 25 minutes in the oven or 14 minutes in the air fryer. It literally takes me that amount of time to set the table and put together a quick side, which Ray knows I cheat. I do a lot of those microwavable sides, fresh salads, fresh vegetables that take just a few minutes to chop up, and we always have a really nice meal together. But it starts with ingredients like this. If I'm gonna serve my family or my guests that are over a crab cake, it's gonna be the best one I know. If I'm gonna serve them a burger, it's going to be the best one I know. If we're gonna do premium pork ribeye steaks and I tell them we're having pork chops and they look at us like, really? That's what we're having?
And then they're totally shocked.
And then they're shocked. That's kind of what Egg Harbor and Rastelli's stands for. It's just those premium quality ingredients. And this crab cake is no different. I mean, this is just loaded.
This is one of the longest standing items we have with the Egg Harbor brand because it wouldn't be if our guests didn't love it, right? So that just tells you everything right then and there. Again, this is item number M81103. It's available for 4 easy payments, which is $24.56. It's our 8 3-ounce beautiful jumbo lump crab cakes. These are made by hand, right, in really small boutique batches. And we make them that way because we want to try to ensure that that beautiful jumbo lump crab meat stays intact, just like Brittany's flaking through there. And if we were to make them in big batches with machinery and things like that, it would not happen. So we make them still the old-fashioned way, by hand, with that same timeless, tested recipe that we've been doing for really years now.
And crab cakes don't have to be something that's fancy. They can be a quick salad topper. You can use them as a base. Or, of course, one of my all-time favorite ways to enjoy a crab cake is a simple crab cake sandwich.
Absolutely. Just like that.
Just like that.
A little mayo.
I was just going to say, I'll add a couple of pickles to this guy and a little bit of lettuce, and that's it. I mean, the simplicity of seafood is what Egg Harbor is known for, right?
It is. But we talk about simplicity. You have to definitely try this incredible dip that Brittany made at the very top of this item. It's just amazing, right? You sit there with a little crostini or crackers and dip through that beautiful crab dip. But it all starts with this jumbo lump crab cake. And Brittany would be happy to walk you through how to make that. I don't know if it's in our Egg Harbor Seafood booklet, Brittany.
The crab dip is actually going to be in a little insert that you're going to get.
Great. So you're actually going to get that same recipe at home. But definitely take one of these or two of them and make that dip for your friends or your family. They're going to absolutely love it because you started with beautiful jumbo lump crab meat. So Brittany, just a minute or 30 seconds or so left. This is item number M81103, our 8 3-ounce jumbo lump crab cakes. It's available on 4 easy payments of just $24.56. And Rick, Brittany, there's only 400 remaining, so going really quickly.
All right. Okay, so Ray, we're actually almost done. What am I going to do without you tonight?